Go ahead. Go ahead. Okay, let me touch this dog for me. Go ahead. She's aware of her surroundings, but she's assessing the level of it. All right? She wasn't stupid to Kevin reaching out, but that's not a threat. He's not acting like a threat. Now, you want to punch me? Never mind. Okay. All right. Good call, Kevin. Good call, man. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. It's like, I've seen these dogs hit people. Maybe not. Maybe not. Good. Keep her alive. That'll be fine. Good. So we saw how much she loves these sleeves, right? If I had a backpack on, I could feed that to her and I could be gone with all of Lisa's rings and no time flat, right? Wrong. The dog's sourcing the fight. She is paying attention to the adversary. Decoys, walk through. Walk right up on her. Brush your shoulders. Good. Just stay neutral. There you go. Now walk away. Good. You go past Lisa. And again, I want to point out, this dog, the muzzle fighting dog, the brothers, sister, they're litter mates. They're 16 months old in a few days. They got a super understanding of apprehension work. They have a very solid understanding that, yes, we love equipment. Yes, we've had bite wedges, leather, we've had it all. But because their intention is for deployability and lethal deployability at that, we have trained off of that equipment. We've always entered that thought in their mind that, yeah, we like this prey. We can get a little defensive about our prey, but we're not going to lose our mind on the possession, that we can't open our mind up to getting back into the fight. All right? Get some focus before you send her. That's another dog that understands English. Good. 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 Super. Good. Reclaim dog. Good. Lisa, we'll do one more like that. We'll do one more like that and we'll let her go get water. And then, David, let's get Oasis. Where's Ron? Okay, have him come straight in. And as a decoy and as an agitator, I always have development on my mind. Just like with Lycan, it's not lost on me that this is still a 16-month-old. So it's important for it to have wins here and there, okay? It's not a dog that I would just say, we're done. So I don't have to be nice to it or give it any small victories. When I shed that sleeve, and I keep myself calm and allow the handler to take it, she's literally winning something off me in the fight, all right? And in this situation, I'm gonna make sure our grip is good and deep, and then Lisa can take her out here with a nice, full, hard grip. There's a lot of times when we do these drills, we're not in a situation to back tie or work on that. Hold her back and make her alert. Good. Oh, good. Nice. Good. I'm glad you're on your 3-0. That could have been an interesting sidebar to our conversation. Good. Okay, ma'am, go ahead. Give us some water. Good. A pair of 16-year-olds, or 16-month-olds. Not bad. Not bad. So we're going to take a little class sidebar and pull some puppies out. And I want to show you the fun way of introducing, one, equipment neutrality, while still using equipment, but also promoting a good hard grip, promoting forward intent, promoting confidence, promoting a decoy being able to work with an adversary. Freak the puppies out and we'll have fun, all right? Anybody have any questions so far? Think of one. What do you got? What kind of dog you got? Ah, I'm sorry to say. So, what kind of dog you have? Okay. Little X mount. Nice. Does she bring it to work? Yeah. For APC or private? Nice. How long have you had it? I got you. You have an out? Nice. What do you do? Verbal, lift? What kind of outs do you have on her? Lift off? I got you. Verbal? Nice. Good for you, man. Like I said, there's a million ways to get there. But having one, and then practicing it under stress, changing up your environment. In the garage, you know, in the perfect setting, in the privacy of your own home, is not always the best scenario. Because the dog knows it too. So they're more likely to out and let go and put on a good show. But that's why I made the family reunion go. Go somewhere sometimes where you can inoculate the stress for yourself as well, and train that. Good. You can go back to his harness. Yeah, and no rush. I'll work Oasis. So, but just like yesterday, I want him on a harness. Good. Okay, so 14-week-old puppy out here. This is a very nice young puppy. She's got a lot of intent. One of the things I love about her right now is she's got zero spinning going on. She's staying forward. She's keeping an eye on this thing. And she is, she's very much here for the party. Oh my God. Who heard that? Anybody hear that? Man, what an interception. 14 weeks old. She was born in West Virginia with the same breeder that Matt picked up his dog from, and Lisa picked up her dog. Good. 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 So I've got her on this puppy wedge here, or puppy sleeve, gripping, having a good time. But I make these little introductions to her, and you know, most common term for it is equipment trading. But then I start showing this little puppy that there's something else here, right? There's something else that could be of value, of fun. Hold her tight right there, David. I'll just work the circle line here. In her mind, she's going, man, I really want to keep this thing. I worked hard. He pulled the rope. But her little brain is learning how to make a decision while she's in drive at 14 weeks of age. But we all saw she does not want to let go of that, especially into re-engage here. But her kindergarten combat class here is introducing the thought of, well, if I do let go, there's another opportunity in front of me. I could possibly go back to pulling on Aric and having a good time. Good. You were slack? Oh, good job, baby. Good. Slack again. Good. Catch it up. Catch it up. Wow. Okay. Nothing wrong with brake pads. Walk her down there, walk her back. Lots of petting, lots of talking, babe. Come on. Good. Good. Come back, babe. Come back. So she's happy with her toy. She's content. You know, in the narcotics world, this could be a ball, could be a rubber pipe, could be some sort of reward source. And maybe the dog's done doing search work, okay? In apprehension, it's very common, especially in sport groups, to give that dog its win and let it carry it off, okay? Good. But this dog came down here, saw the agitator swinging another opportunity, and went to that opportunity, okay? And that enters the thought into the dog's mind without having to get ugly, without having to have a defensive reaction. It says, yeah, I got a hard grip. I got a full grip. 14 weeks old and it's massive. All right, everybody heard the first strike. Boom! But she's already getting a picture in her head that perhaps there's something else out here that I could entertain myself with. Instead of me having to correct her, lift her off, or beat her, just joking. She's going to get that thought to go ahead and start to re-engage. Good. Good. All right? Those adult dogs that you saw spitting equipment, It started right here. For us, it started right here in kindergarten. Getting that concept. Good. Run it down. Good. Good. Hey, she worked for that. She worked for that. That's a politician's move right there. That's a politician's move. All right, Rowan, come on down here. Come on down here. She worked for it, but you're going to take it. I see that. We'll keep an eye on you, buddy. So this is an even younger puppy. Very different pedigree. Good. Good. Rowan. Good. Praise God. Good. Good. Nice. Good. Good. Are you going to let me walk into that dog? You can say, hey, Dad, heads up. What if she didn't move my ankle? In all seriousness, had she? I'd have reinforced that. Oh, good. Okay? The worst thing I could ever see is a mishap on a dog who's being developed for the intentions of being lethal and going, I wasn't ready. No! Because then the dog goes, man, did I screw up? So the due diligence really is on us to communicate with our decoy or our agitator and say, look, you know, if it goes over the equipment, I'm not going to punish my dog. This gentleman here, Matt Kodusky, has been in that situation. He's had dogs in bad direction. Handler did something goofy, and he's literally sitting there bleeding like, it's a great dog, but I'm bleeding. So you come in here and let's get this sorted out, because I'm not going to punish your dog, and I don't want you to punish your dog. Nice job, buddy. Nice job. Play with yourself, huh? He says, yeah, you're taking too long, you guy. Good. So Rowan, kind of keep your, well, you can't. You can't keep his head up. He's too little. He's a little guy. He's a little guy. Good. Good. Why don't you hold him? Good. Hold him. Praise him. Praise him. Good. Nice. Good boy, Tom. Good boy. Good. Let's see if I can steal it, bro. Ah, there we go. Put him back down in the bar. Good. Good. So, David, I want you to let her have a progressive chase. Keep down here by Storm. John, you stay there. Now, this is another big, important step that we like to do with developing with respect to apprehension dogs. Stay right there. I want you to keep coming. Good. Ron, you don't move. Good. And this puppy right here is not a little mate to this puppy over here. Keep coming, David. Keep coming. A little bit faster. A little bit faster. This dog's got trade drive. She's got a little bit of defense. She's got a lot going on, and she's from a very, very powerful pedigree. Very proven sport dogs, very proven street dogs. This is a powerful dog. Has she offered to look at this distraction any time? Okay, you could almost call this positive reinforcement animal neutrality. She does not care about this other dog here at a very early age. That's an important technique for a street dog too. How many people have seen doodles on flexi leads? Doodles on flexi leads, they get in the way. Okay? If we have an apprehension dog who gets distracted by that kind of stuff because they're not neutral, that's a problem. And we can literally work through that and drive early. But you can also address it with other techniques if you have that issue with an adult dog. That's good, David. Put her up. Make sure she gets water. Good. Rowan. Let your guy come forward a little bit off of this debris. Good. 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 So we got a little Dominic here. Good. And, you know, he doesn't have an idea what this stuff is. But, you know, we're indoctrinating at an early age to kind of ignore other equipment to stay sourced on fighting needs. Boy. That's it. Give him a little slack on. Nice, good boy. Good. Even though this puppy's much younger than the other one, he's on a really good start here as well. Love that grip. He himself is not growling, he's calm. And one of the ways we get that no stress, no growling, no conflict, is because we're taking the time to develop this dog's apprehension in ways that for him are rewarding. So when Oasis walks by, this dog's screaming and it's ah! And she's getting through that and getting a bite. Well, that's not ugly training. That's positive reinforcement, right? We could go on, let's say that's positive R, because nobody hurt her. She didn't get bit by the other dog, but in a controlled drill, it was introduced in the scenario. And she came to the other side and she got a big happy prey reward at 14 weeks of age. This guy at 12 weeks kind of get the same thing going on. Good job. Good. Good work. Put him up. You might want to pick him up. You might want to pick him up. He's got little legs. I'm not going to confirm the story, but I think his mother also smoked while pregnant. So, we got some short German Shepherds in this group. I think probably Arco, Crip, and Athena. Let's start with Athena, though. So let's do this. Athena, Arco, Cryptic. Okay? Vindy and Aurelius will do 14. What's our time? Thank you. I love redundant clarification. Love it. Great. Great. All right. We got a pretty powerful mountain wall coming in here next, guys. We'll go back to smooth out neutrality and some stuff with her. Any questions so far? Been connecting? Everybody having a good time at least? Okay.
I'll give you one since you want.
Yeah, I love it.
Does your progression change from
Yep.
the back versus the front?
Yes. Correct. Yep. You know, that somewhat depends on the dog. Believe it or not, there are a lot of 2-year-old green dogs that, you know, their understanding apprehension is pretty green. We're going to pull one out here with this lady here in the room who's got a 2-year-old Malinois that's had like 10 sessions. She's got all the go-go. She doesn't have a lot of the background training, environmentals and stuff. So I would use a lot of extra equipment to teach her sourcing the fight and not getting stuck off prey. I would go a lot faster than the baby puppy because I got to get this 2-year-old ready to rock in a couple weeks. I'm not waiting on a couple of years, so the situation changes. But the fluidity of that is working literally the dog in front of me and understanding that dog needs it. Now, sometimes there's absolute locomotives that go by and that dog's, what's that? But you've got zero neutrality, okay? So then I would say, let's go on the other side of that and let's get our friend to get in the suit. You come out here, Dustin. Dustin, you come out here, put her in it down. I'd get my friend in the suit or get my trusted decoy or go somewhere with a trusted agency who has a reputable decoy, and I would smooth that out before my activation to get some neutrality. And this dog actually kind of leads up to a bit on that. Because this dog, like my dog's Aric, runs very high. And this dog right here is an absolute locomotive when she wants to be. So this guy's put a lot of work on getting her to tone that down a little bit. So, sir, if we could get you to go down to that end of the class, and come back. I'm going to have you make an alert on the flat with her and pull her back. And then I want you, after about 10 or 15 good long barks, once I back up, I want you to drop her into a down. Yeah, 10 to 15, and then just take her from that max drive and then shut her down. And once she's quiet, we'll call her back to boost and we'll send her. So make your alert. And back to go, go. Back out of here. Oh! Now it's very important that I make it known that I'm backing away. Good. Reclaim the boost. Good. Down her one more time. Good. Good. Okay. Down her. Back to boost. Send it. Good, good. So this guy's got a dog with a lot of power, a lot of anger. But he's working on reinforcing that neutrality. She came out into the room hot, ready to go. Good. She Jeez, no commitment issue here. Go ahead and make it out. Good. Same thing with the other dog, where we're looking south. She's looking right over that bar, right? Very clear. Good. Nice. Good. Take your leash over, your dog. Good. So this apprehension dog running on pure jet fuel is getting paid in her bites for getting back to being calm, being neutral, piping it down right there. Huh? Oh yeah, yep. She said, I know, I'm aware. Good. Good. I'll let her have a bite in here. We'll do some mouths this way and do some mouths that way. Send. Oh, how to put her off. Good. Go ahead. Good. Anybody knows how loud this guy's yelling to make his dog out? Say quiet. That's all right. I know you would, man. I know you would. But then people say it's a circus trick. Good again. And good. Good. Go ahead, I turned it. Good. Man, come up here and pet this dog. Good. Very nice. Good. Reclaim. So point to clarity. Letting it known to the dog, that's our expectation. Look at her. You guys can see her turn back and look at me. Look at her right now. Ready to go. Ready to go. So we have use of the equipment in a manner that makes sense to the dog and helps us train drills. But we don't have a dog that's showing us that she's completely stuck on it. So I did a thing last night where I threw one, walked in. Let's do that. So make your alert. Okay, so now she's alert, she's barking, she's acting like she's ready to run, and I just introduced. Here. Oh, gosh, why's she gotta hurt like that, man? Woo! Nice dog. Good, take it back down there, we'll do it to that side. So I just kind of gently introduced the distraction of that dead object. I'm going to come all the way up. Good. Recline. Good. Obedience all the way to the end and give her a long thing. Love those quiet commands, Justin. That's awesome. A lot of control. This dog's got a lot of go-go, but she's with him. She's not fighting. Good. Go ahead, send. Hunt! Good. Live here, she leads like 6 feet back. Nice. Very good. Very good. Good. Take her there, send her along. Take her down there and send her along the other way. Just to be clear, let me get this equipment first. I'd like to be ready. I'm willing to put on a show in Vegas, but I do have boundaries. You can just straight send her from OB. There you go. So this guy's putting a lot of emphasis on his dog. Show me the neutrality first. Show me the ability to look at me and give me just a little bit of bite discipline, focus, and then I'll give you what you really want, which is a couple minutes with Aric. Good, good. Go ahead and make her out. Nice. Good. Fine. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's a little tricky watching cop TV, you know, and you know, hell, I even saw something the other day that got sent to my WhatsApp for a training evaluation. And I mean, I had to laugh hysterical. They've got a dog on a suspect. It's a backbite. And it's the gnarliest backbite I've seen. And they went ahead and put the bracelets on. But the dog's just pushing down on what looks to be a 25, 26-year-old guy. He's pretty skinny to begin with. And the dog's pushing. And the handler's there, he said out about 6 times, "House! House! House!" And the guy holding the bracelets down here, he's a little nervous, but he's got the guy to do it. He said, "That dog ain't gonna fucking out, dude. That dog's not gonna out." And he literally looked at his partner and said, "That dog's not gonna fucking out, dude," just like that. And I thought to myself, that's on video right now. That's on body cam. You just admitted that you have a training problem and a giant liability. All right? Yikes. I mean, it's funny, but kind of not either. So, you know, the guy just admitted big liability. Yes, sir. So earlier I mentioned, because I do offer a lot of fight here, I mentioned that if we're outing a lot, we're introducing defeat into the dog's mind. Most of the dogs I have out here are pups and green dogs, okay? Aric and Wick are the only seasoned vets I got out here that I can go out 1,000 times for. So a lot of times I introduce the out to them and let them have it out here, but I'm also saying, you know what? Take that shit home. You won, okay? To keep the morale high on the fight. Certainly not every time. Even the puppies, you know, we're equipment trading. They're going down, letting go, getting back into it, and using a nice way to do that there. But enforcing the out is not a nice way that I'll get progressed with my green dogs or my soon-to-be finished dogs. So, but I will allow them to have their games. There's times where, like with long scenarios, like when I'm working with SWAT or SRT, I'll be in the suit. And there's times that I'll even pop the buttons and let that dog pull off that suit if he's had a very successful moment in that training scenario, being neutral with other officers, allowing cover-ups and apprehensions. He showed me 2 or 3 good outs. We've redeployed on a 3rd decoy, a 4th decoy. That dog is an absolute tool. He's an absolute weapon of war. I finished it out. Pop, 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 pop. Fight him off, fight him off. And that dog's just bang. I just took that guy's shit off of him. Right? And of course, it's important that when I'm done with that, I'm also not saying we're doing more. Because then the intention for me, or the expectation, not the intention, the expectation would be that I was going to spit the jacket and come back to me. I'm done. I'm literally defeated. I'm here. Taking it out. Right? That dog is won. All right, guys. Buddy. Let him go. God, what an impressive. Oh, jeez, I'm ready. And I got the birth certificate in the car, guys. He is 9 months old, I know. 10 months today? I lied. 10 months old today. Good. Pull. Good. Help me with a grip check with him. Come get the leash. What? Come out. Okay. No, come on. Come both of you. Come both of you. This leash. Yeah? Yeah, well, let's do one real quick. Let's do one quick. Both of you. No, both of you for just 2 seconds. Yeah. Yeah, both. Real quick. Ready? Go. Oh, wow. Huh? 9 months. Not years. No. Whoa! Bro! Where'd you go? Hold the leash. My gosh, man. My gosh. Good. Pull. Good. Now, catch the dog. Good. So this is an opportunity for me to train a dog with a stranger. Good. Give me slack. Good. Now pull. Good. You need to work out with him more often. That guy's strong. Good. No! You just put your business out there, man. I got a dog he can see though for putting your business out there. No. Okay, thank you. So, okay. It's 9 months old. 2 gentlemen here trying to pull him off. Probably dislocated my shoulder in the process. It hurts, but we're fine. You want to see the next party trick? David, you want to see the next party trick? Ava, you want to do the next party trick? I'm done. There's no way. No way. Good. That dog, like those puppies, and again, we're looking at a 9-month-old. Take the size out of the equation. 9 months. So we had a 14-week-old. We got a 9-month-old making a decision to this engage. To go from having a people fighting to she said ow. She said naughty. I guess I will. Oh, man. Good. Good. So, I'll keep the leash. I'll tighten the timing up a little bit. Go ahead. Good. So I'll put a little pressure here with him. This kid is not 9 months old. He's not me teenager. He is not a finished dog. But we're just having an enforcement drill here. Go again. Good. Come on, Petty. Good. 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 Now, we're not in kindergarten combat, but we are in middle school. What do you think that this dog learned from me pushing him off as a 10-month-old now? Stay in the fight. But also, I put the sleeve out, he sends himself out to my backpack or my blanket or my hoodie, got distracted by hitting and allowed me to touch him. It allowed me to push him away. But we fixed that. The third time he said, chest it'll be. And I said, never mind, I was just playing the first two. Have this instead. So I introduced that fight concept to him right there on the floor in Las Vegas in front of you guys at the Tuscany Suites Hotel. Right here, Arco, 10 months old today, learned, I better not get out here on the side and fall into prey. Okay? Without me having to use a cattle prod or put him on a table and hurt him or make fat jokes and make his feelings hurt. I literally got there without any of the ugliness. Not that the little hazing's, you know, we live in the real world, guys, come on. Not that a little hazing's bad, but I hear the chuckles, I hear the chuckles. Let go. Good. Good. So let's do this one more time. I had to get something in the mouth so you could hear me. I'm going to hold the sleeve out as he comes in. And let's see where he makes a decision. It's a game of chicken. Okay? It's a game of chicken. I'll watch the dog's intent and I'll read the timing. If I'm good, we'll get a nice center drill. If not, the dog will get pushed off. We'll see how it goes. Go down there. Is there another bomb right here? I can good. See him spit back? As soon as I walked back, he didn't just spit it. He was like, oh no, no, we don't go that down here. Let's do that. Spit right there. Let's do that again. Okay. So, source of fight here. Source of fight. I'll retreat. Good. And I come back. Oh my God. That's going to be a freaking impressive fight. Very impressive. Okay, after my game of chicken. So we did those misses. Go. Touch! Touch! Oh, he's coming center. Not only was he coming center, he was coming a little more towards the bare arm. Okay? So as a development trainer, as a development decoy, I'm keeping it fun, keeping it safe, I'm keeping the dog's teeth safe. I'm working with equipment, but I'm also checking in on the road. Am I losing real world deployability by getting too game-based, too play, too scenario? Or am I keeping in this head that we're going to the trenches one day? Does that make sense? Little things like that matter. Dogs, creatures of habit, they're smart. Let's see that out again. I'm proud of that. What has he even got on besides jewelry? Just his jewelry. So, he's owned by a 26-year-old girl. Can y'all tell? Ah! Nice. Nice. Let's do a long bite this direction. Good. Good. Super. Nice. So again, puppies, turkey dogs, green dogs, green puppy, kind of, baby Huey. The concept's there. The training techniques of the decoy as an agitator, it matters. And, for you, sir, we're talking about the development. There are so many countless drills that you can take a dog with bad habits and start working the other way. Chris and Free Altair, anybody go to their class? Chris Altair?
Yes.
Okay, he talks about in his class, Chris is a great instructor. So anybody that hasn't been there should put themselves in his equal class. That's a great class. But he talks about in there, when clients come to him, oh, I've been to this trainer, I've been to that trainer, I've been to this trainer, it does not work, I haven't tried it, this won't work. And he's like, stop. You could go to one or two doctors and not like them. You're going to go to your third, fourth doctor and just throw everything out just because you had a bad experience somewhere? No, you train. If you get a mission in your mind where you want to go, plant that mission, get in the right crowd, and go. Stop talking about the last guy. Stop talking about the abuse history. Stop talking about, he's born mildly, possibly autistic, who knows, dog's just not a smart dog. No. Train for it. Quit making the excuses. Quit saying maybe on my next dog, and get into it. Even the low level, just jump in for a dog. Could always be polished a little better. Could always be a little bit more. Okay? Don't give up. Don't get defeated. Find the right crowd, train. Get the right mission in your mind, stick to it, and go with it. Last grip for him? Are you doing focus right now? He's 9 months old. You're saying you volunteered that? That's awesome. Give him a grip, put him up. Good. Very nice. Good. Next dog. All right, guys, clap. So, this is the dog I told you has got just a handful of sessions. She's got a lot of go-go. She's 2, and she's got the pedigree for it, and she's only got a handful of sessions. Okay? So, Storm, when you're ready, we'll have you put her on the flat and activate her. Hold on, though. Some of this stuff moves down. You want to work with Buddy today? I'd love it. Good. What's our time?
9:33.
Huh?
9:33.
Okay. You got time. Okay, when you're ready, go ahead and make your alert. Good. This dog operates in very so this training is very important. Good. So I'm going to take her, not too unlike those pups, and introduce this drill to her in a much faster tone. So ma'am, I want you to go down here and make a short U-turn by that suit and come right back. So you see her grabbing that sleeve, she's happy. So I make a drive-by here and show her it's possible. Obviously, this is not a finished apprehension technique, but that's how we start this. Down there. Good. Now, a big bonus would be if she spits it and looks back at me like the other dogs had before I even walk that way. That would be a big bonus. Good. Good. I love it. Love it. Good. 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 So a little funny presentation. Something just to show her grab, reach, go. Good. Good. Okay, stand really still, Donnie. Good. Go. Good. 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 Super. Nice. bit of slack. Good. You're already standing. Perfect. Come here. 40, 48? 48 pounds. Good. So you'll just pull her off real fast too. Good. Pull. Like off the sleeve. Yeah, pull her off. Oh. Okay. You work out with him? You're strong. I'm getting tired, obviously. But wow. No, you're working. You're dragging me across the floor. How could I be going weak? Okay, sister. That's good. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So, all right. It's fun, right, to have these grip checks with strangers. But there's a very real reason I also do that, to bring awareness to something. Who has heard, especially in the law enforcement world, too much obedience is going to kill your power. Don't ask for the out. Don't ask for a sit right now, because you won't go forward. Who's heard it? I'll put 2 hands up because I've heard it for my entire life. Where's the talking about? It's a very common misconception that obedience and out, any sort of neutrality, sitting still with a handler for crying out loud. You have to sacrifice power, because then the dog says in fear, says, ah. Was there any doubt that dog was going to stop working just because you pulled hard? And what that pulling simulates is fight. Okay? That's me trying to get away. And that dog saying, nope, you go nowhere, sir. You stop right here. Respectfully, I own your ass until either I'm told an out or this equipment breaks. Make sense? Okay? So when I do those grip checks, it's because we're in Las Vegas and I want people to have a good time. And I want group participation. But there's another story here. The story goes, you're not sacrificing any power at all. If you slow down, make it clear, and put the intentions out there. Good. Good. Kind of go a little faster, like when you walk. Really encourage you. Say, yeah, we're done. Talk to them. I'm going to be a little quieter this time. I want to see how we're progressing. Ah! Oh my God. Storm, you said last night, and I'm sorry I forgot. How many sessions does dog have? Huh? 10. He's 11? So 11 bite sessions. Should be ready for trial in 6 months. Should be ready for certification for something in 3.5 or 4. She's got the heart for it. The training's catching on quick. Okay? And I'll just for the sake of redundancy, I will add genetics matter. Pedigrees do matter. Not all mountain laws are equal. Just like all shepherds are not equal. Bouviers, giant schnauzers, so on and so forth. Pedigrees matter. And I'm not taking a dump on rescues or dogs from off pedigrees, because there are a lot of good dogs out there. You work the dog in front of you. But it does come a little easier when you've got a generation of dogs bred to receive information from its owners, from its handlers. Okay? And there are a lot of them out there that are evolving in this industry. Good. Who's on deck? Hey. Want to do Aurelius then? Let's do Aurelius. That way she can have time to put grip up and just have Bindi on deck. Okay? Lisa, I'm going to work with Andre while you get Aurelius. Okay? I would like for you, though, to have him carrying it down. Okay? Andre. So, guys, let me give you a quick backstory here. I met this gentleman a year ago at this conference. And then a whole year since I got to see him again. You know, I'm not talking ugly at all, right? But last year, the dog was back and forth on the leash, a little unclear about engagement. I'm a little hesitant to use the word fear because the dog had ended up nuking me on the leg and opening me up in front of everybody. Here's why I'm in stretch pants today instead of my pants. So the dog wasn't a fearful dog. He wasn't very clear on the whole fight protocol, all right? And I don't know this gentleman. We just met a year ago, and then we've got a whole year since we've gotten to see each other. But in that time, he's gone and put himself in a crowd of people that supported taking that dog from where he started a year ago with what I saw, and this dog's a monster now. I mean, this dog's a monster. Now, what we saw yesterday, because he did bring his dog in, and again, this is a clinic. We're working the dog in front of us. Right, Andre? The dog in front of us. Buddy. What I saw yesterday was impressive. And this dog, I mean, went from not clear to absolute rock star status. And his passive is beautiful too. So, go ahead and take your alert. Good. Hey, back that dog. Get that dog out of here. Good. Hey, man, what are you doing? Come on, dude. That's not cool. That's not cool. Let's just all sing songs, man. Can we sing? Can we sing? I guess we're not going to sing, huh? That's not going to happen like that? Good. Good. Clear, right? Good. 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 Super. Slap. Good. We'll let him punch in, let him advance that grip, and I'll let Andre walk him down. Take for a walk. Good. That dog just won. He showed me engagement. He said, I'm willing to take you out, dude. I don't like the way you're walking up here. My dad gave me permission to hurt you. And the dog's intent is very clear. I dropped two very clear pieces of equipment right there. And then I allowed him a reward. And again, you know, I've had 10 or 11 sessions with Storm's dog. That mountain, that's 2. I've had 3 with this dog with 1 year in between. 1 and 2. And 3. Today makes 4. 4, right on here? Today's 4? Okay? So look at that, dude. So for the rest of the class, yesterday, I had him pushing. Today, he says, it's early enough for violence. Good. It's early enough for violence. That's huge. Good. Good. And I don't think it's necessary for us to do a grip check with any civilians, is it? This dude's on here. He's the locomotive right here. So I'll tell you what, let's make it fun. He's spitting. Go down there. As soon as he spits it, 2 bars, let him go. Let him come down here and absolutely nuke it. All right, see you later, buddy. I want you to reinforce that spitting it and going right back to Aric's mentality. He's already starting to offer. Good. You get 2 bars, let him go, man. Go! Dodge! Hey! Good. Super. Good. 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 What? Good. Now, have you introduced him out? Nice. Good job. Good job. Man. You guys have to take my word for it. But from what I saw a year ago to what this guy's done in a year, it's been great. Now, you did tell me, you know, you've been driving. Because you're from West Coast. You said you went all the way to PA one time, and then you went down straight with Matt. That's awesome, dude. That's dedication. So, dog was worth it. I'm glad that you're doing it, because that's impressive. So, I came up before with equipment. Go ahead and make an activation without it. Let's see what we got. Good. So a little bit of back to the resource guard here. Don't see an obvious trade. Don't see an obvious trade. So it took only like 5 nanoseconds. But that's still a process dog's working through. Hey, all right. I believe you, man. I believe you. You big. You would win. You would win. Good. Good. Ready? Go, go, go. Good. Oh, yikes. Yikes. I'm not even gonna lie, I thought I was gonna eat shit on that one. I'm glad I didn't, but I thought you had me, man. I thought you had me. If I hadn't laced up these cleats real tight today, there'd probably be shoes flying everywhere. So, good. So, I'm just gonna do a nice quiet drive by now. All right? We're fighting with it a little bit. Oh, there we go. So introducing a new scenario. Same concept, get back to the fight. But we changed it a little bit. And I want to reiterate, you have got to go forward, backwards, left, right. Do it in mom's kitchen like I mentioned earlier. Go to the family reunion and recruit a couple cousins. You have to train it in a broad way where you change the scenario a lot for the dog. You'll get there. You got to be consistent. I'll go even quieter this time. I'm not putting that hidden on with that freaking freight train. Pick up my level 5 here. So I'm just going to go nice and quiet this time. Since he said, you know what, I know the drill here. Ah! Good. Would have this dog on passive bites. No time. No time. Sending him into a car, get him to search a building. Oh, fired up indication would be perfect. Good. Good work. Seriously, man, I can't compliment it enough. You know, man, how many yo-yos that Jeremy and I work with, we say, you can do this, this, and that. And they're like, yeah, man. They don't do jack. You did the work. Great work. That's a nice dog. Very nice dog. Time? 9:47. Time for Aurelius, right? Okay. Questions so far, class? Anybody?
When it comes to sleep work, does it matter what you're on? The TV or the scrap rack or
So, it does matter, yes. And I'm glad you asked that. That's actually a good question. What?
a number of different things.
Yep. One of the reasons I go single arm is, and I'll actually do that with this dog. I'm going to point it out. One of the reasons I'll go single arm more often than not is I'm going to make a couple attempts at threatening with a non-equipment side. And I'm gauging the dog's reaction. So when that puppy was running, I was holding that sleeve out to see if he's coming at me or if he's going here. And it's just that different. I can see the dog going, I'm taking the man on, or I'm looking at his prey object out here. Being equipment oriented. If I got a jacket on, well, how do I do that? I can't see it. So I'm working, again, apprehension techniques. I want to see how the dog comes in, how the manner he comes in. Is he tapping the brakes right before punching, or is he hitting hesitating, or is he hitting the thrusters, or is he clear? And listen, I've literally seen dogs, and a lot of them have sport backgrounds, when they come in, they're coming in. Dude, you don't have a sleeve. Shit. Dad, this guy don't have a sleeve. Forget his felony. Let him go. Okay? When they come in not caring, but they're clear because you allowed them to deploy clean and clear from you, sleeve, hoodie, bare arms, tank top, we don't matter anymore. So for me, when I'm training day to day, the single arm helps me see that. Because again, I'm out here, I can see the dog's intent very clearly. Okay? I can look right down range and understand that dog's making the decision to engage this, not me. There you go, yeah. Because, like looking down the scope of a rifle, I'm looking dead eye to his ears. Correct. Right? So, and I do a lot of suit work, especially for scenarios. Because, scenarios, if I'm in a dumpster or I'm in a car, homeboy better be able to take you on the foot if that's all he's got. Okay, that's all that's available. That's fine. All right. Years back, I had a dog in a fed pen. That's all he could get. When I deployed him in, and the guy kicked him, took the top of that guy's foot. And I don't want to get down the rabbit hole, but the guy, HIV positive, covered in feces, tried to get him out with gentle parenting, and that didn't work. Then we used fire hose, cleaned him off. He bit half his tongue off, so HIV is floored out everywhere. It's a bad scene, dog. It is a bad, bad scene. Covered in feces. Dog bit him on the foot. He's on a line, of course. I won't free the dog into a cell. Gets him on the foot, and 400 and something pounds of linebacker built man with blood and feces slid like butter. Woo! Boy, he slides good on concrete. As soon as his hands hit that door jamb, like everybody does when they come out, 2 U.S. Marshals had his wrist. We put a containment mask over all the HIV still pouring out, and to the infirmary we went. Crazy, right? Listen, are there any corrections guys in here? Corrections officers? Yeah? Biggest respect. I had no idea what kind of POSs you guys dealt with until 2010. But I was like, that's a Barney Fife job. Oh. Uh-huh. Yep. Yep.
So we just travel, we do some sessions in our other job or the school job, and we take care, we have the school job as well. And there was no job, no job. They're high risk getting to them.
Yep.
So, rather than throw something there, they're Irish, and the only thing of the Irish, the Irish days, the kids, like, they want to sit, they have, they're gonna kill them.
Yeah. I have serious respect for it. Like I said, 2010, I got to ride with an attachment for a couple years, and most of it was on a much higher level of homeland and all that. And we went to some places, and it just changed my perception. And it also changed my training, because I'll tell you what, the environmental inoculations you have to have for a dog to go into a sally port that's got 20 years of piss, urine, and human feces etched into the block. As soon as that sally port door closes behind you, and that dog goes in there, and I've seen some senior dogs go. And it's primal. It's very different in there. Uh-huh. Yeah, for training. That's perfect. That's, yep. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're practicing for the fight. You're training in that environment. That's perfect. No, that's awesome. And part of that program that I worked with and developed, that's literally what they do now with their dogs. They go into unused open housing units and start right there every 6 months. And it makes a big difference. Big difference. So, all right. So, along your line here, I'll have this guy do Holton bars, and I'm going to actively show you when I give him his payouts. Okay, and I'll start with you. Lisa, push him down here a couple times. Go sit out in motion. Hi, buddy. He's like, hey, man. Is it another trade show? Good. Do a pickup, go 5 steps forward, send him. Then I want you to put him on an active hold. So put him on a revere as soon as you send him. Good. So with me having this bomber down here low like this, I can easily see he's scanning up here, is he watching my arm, is he watching this, or is he barking like this? And there are dogs down. There are dogs that would bark like this. Got it. What? Yeah, because okay. If I'm trying to make any sort of transition to get something out of my pocket, it needs to be pushing my upper body, right? Left hand, right hand, blading, any of that. Okay? It's important that the dog understands that, okay, I'm getting a drill of a holding bar, but I gotta watch the man. I gotta pay attention to the man. And for me, being right here on the barrel, I can see that dog's behavior better. I'll keep this one shorter. Lisa, go ahead. Good. Does that make sense? Okay. So it's the manner in which the tool is used. Lisa, push over here. Time, I'll move it. Go ahead. Right here. Just a little courtesy. So as I was explaining to that guy, I can see the dog's intent. Keeping this up. You gotta pray for the animal. He's not sitting here guarding him. He's not bouncing up. He's bouncing down. He's gonna be looking there. Good. Okay. So the reward, the target, is obviously using this bomber. All right. But the drill, the technique, is guarding the man. O and R. So you saw that earlier with Arco? This guy's letting me make a fool of him. He's going to get tired of that eventually, though. Oh, here we go. And he said, all right, your chest is fine. And again, that's a friendly approach to cleaning up equipment fixation. Lisa, let's let him come to distance. Time? What time?
9:57.
Okay. Sending Lisa. Oh boy. Good. Good. Oh. Good. 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 Put him on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, any questions? Anything? Comments, concerns? Jason, what do you got? Oh, that's a private. Yes, ma'am. A little bit. A little bit. So, a little conversational German. Sometimes, you know, just throwing it in. It's not for the dog. It's just one thing I, as an instructor, try not to do is coach my handlers too much. They got to think on their own. They got to make their own decisions. So, but I do have a habit because I am an instructor. I coach. So a lot of times I'll go, all right, Lisa, stop that right there. Bet you can't figure that out, Farsi, though. All right, guys, it's been great. Hope you all enjoyed it.